What's up, Mino? How's it going, man? We are about to get underway with our qualifiers. This will just dictate the order in which our racers tonight race. So race will start in about 15 minutes or so. Just kind of getting primed up here. Sound is stuttering. Shit. We had this issue before. Let me restart my sound really quick. Hopefully that fixes it. Good now? Excellent. Awesome. So, thank you guys for joining. We're just doing the qualifying races here on Sonoma. This is the Forza Summer Series here at the Over 30 clan. So we do 2 races per year. This is the summer season. So this is season number 5, race number 5. It's a weekly race that we do here at the Over 30 clan. The way it works is throughout each season, it's about 12 races. We take the best 10 of the 12. You want to get a wheel now? Yeah. I don't have a wheel. A lot of the racers actually play with the controller. They find that to be pretty awesome for input as well. So you don't necessarily need a controller to get competitive with this game. Or, I'm sorry, I should say wheel. But a lot of the members do have the crazy wheels and yada yada yada. One thing about having well-paying jobs and being over the age of 30 is that when you have a hobby, you can go a little freaking crazy for it. I don't race myself, but I enjoy calling it, so I'm the designated host. What's up, Black? So Nita's just setting everything up here. We're going to do 3 laps. The best lap is the way we actually will rank the starting line for the other racers. And then we're going to go into a 21 lap race. First lap being a pace lap as always, and then followed by 20 regular laps. There will be 1 pit stop throughout the 20 laps for each racer to actually do. Everyone has to do at least 1 pit stop. We do have damage turned on, so damage is turned on, tire damage, all that fun stuff. So you got to be kind of careful, and that's kind of what the pit stop is for, to help negate any sort of tire damage you might have caused, or any little bumps and scratches that might occur, as they typically do. We have a couple banned cars. Typically what we do is take the top 3 cars from any of the tracks that we're doing, and we actually ban those cars, so it allows people to pick maybe not the best car for that specific track. It allows a little bit more variety, so people can pick from a larger selection of cars instead of just picking like the top 3 cars that are designed essentially for that track. And we're getting underway here. So as always, we'll take you through who's racing and what they're driving once we get the camera set up. Let's turn on the player info so we can see what's going on. So we have Vindaxium, who is running a 2004 Celine, I should say, S7, 7.7 top speed, 6.7 handling. Laddie coming up the line. Now we are doing a staggered start just to give people some room. Again, this is just based on the best lap time, so it doesn't matter necessarily who starts first. Each player has their own clock. So Laddie is running a 2019 Porsche 911. 7.3 top speed, 6.5 handling. DH Ricky is driving a Bach. I'm not sure why the loading is happening the way it is. Seems when everyone starts off the line. Let's take a look at Laddie. Laddie 2009, we already looked at him. 2019 Porsche, very nice. I like that little paint job. And Dadu is a 1997 McLaren. GKev is running the 2012 Lotus. 6.6 speed, 6.7 handling, having a bit of trouble keeping that thing on the track. Oh, I think we're having a bit of a false start here. I think someone might have dropped, so we're probably going to start over here in just a second. Forgot to add the line. When you think after 5 seasons and like 60 or 70 structured races, we might have our shit together, but we don't. We don't. Which is fine. One day we'll get it. One day there'll be a race without a hitch. Okay. Very good. Yeah, so we did turn the line on for drivers to allow them when you know, when they're drifting or maybe approaching a turn too quickly, and it's really just to help the newer drivers in the over 30 clan, the ones who are trying to get into the Forza, who haven't played in the last 5 seasons, the ability to sort of be competitive. Yeah, and as Black mentioned, we've had that assist off for most of the previous seasons. But again, it's just to allow people who haven't played Forza for, again, 5 seasons and aren't the best drivers to feel that they can at least approach it. And if you are an incredibly good driver and you understand Forza, typically the line doesn't help you overly anyway. Typically you have a better way of driving than the line might show. So it's not so much a crutch for everyone, it just helps the newer drivers sort of get up to speed quickly, which I think is a good thing. Now we should be ready to go. Excellent. Excellent. Gotta love that racing sound. Alright, so let's get the camera set up here. Player info. Beautiful. Excellent. So welcome to Season 5, race number 5 of the Forza Summer Series here at the Over 30 Clan. This is something that we do twice a year. We have two seasons per year, a winter and a summer series. There's about 12 races total. This is race number 5. Today we have Vindadu driving a 1997 McLaren, running a 7.6 top speed, 6.6 handling. The beautiful, sort of almost burgundy, really dark cherry sort of paint job, which I think is pretty cool. We have Centrino Butts probably running the most interesting paint job of them all, the baby blue and orange stripe with 7.6 top speed with his 2003 Porsche, 7.6 top speed, 6.3 handling. DH Ricky is driving the awesome 2014 Bach Mono. Looks like a jet on a driving chassis. 6.4 top speed, 6.7 handling. Aladi is driving the 2019 Porsche 911 GT3 RS with a 7.3 top speed, 6.5 handling, with another god-awful paint job in my opinion, but to each their own, I guess. With his yellow, orange, black, and gray with all of his stickers. Sporting the over30clan.com sticker there. Anita Brake with her, no pun intended, names in all her games she plays, running a 2013 Ariel Atom 500 V8, 5.9 top speed, 7.1 handling. She is definitely aiming for the handling, maxing out the handling as best she can. So this is going to drive it probably like a little go-kart. Very nimble. Out Cold is running a 1992 Honda NSX, 7.7 top speed, 6.5 handling. I think he might have raced this one last week, if I'm not mistaken. GCAV with a 2012 Lotus, 6.6 top speed, 6.7 handling. With a cool orange, kind of a burnt orange paint job. Old Man Racing logo on the back. Very nice. And Toucan Sam running a 2019 Porsche, a 7.0 top speed, 6.9 handling with the green paint job. And in 9th we have an Daxian running a 2004 Saline S7, 7.7 top speed, 6.7 handling. I believe we got through everyone. Oh, I don't know if we actually saw Centurio, but so let's go. Yep, we did. Running his 2003 Porsche with the orange and baby blue paint job. So we're just finishing up the third lap here. We're ranking the players based on the fastest lap time. This is going to determine the start order. This is something we started to do recently, just to make sure that each race is fair. We used to base it off of the previous race points, like the total points for the season would dictate the start order for the next race, but we found that when some people can't make the race or what have you, that this is more of a fairer way to have a starting position purely based on skill for that particular track. So we have the faster drivers off the line in the front, slower ones in the back, so we have less congestion at the beginning. We found this to be a bit easier since we do have some racers who aren't able to make every single week. They fall behind in the standings, suddenly they're far behind in the starting order for each of the subsequent races. It's hard for them to catch up. So this gives everyone a fair shot at getting that coveted #1 position. So looks like Centurio Butts, no surprise there, is currently the lap leader. Ooh, that's kind of a cool view. Now for these qualifying laps, obviously we have damage and collision turned off, just to make sure that nothing impedes everyone's ability to do the best lap they can. So we're just finishing up here. Now we are on the Sonoma Raceway. This was actually a pretty popular course in the previous season. It's a fairly simple course, but it does have some tricky turns. A lot of opportunity for passing as well. There's some fair amounts of straightaways. I wouldn't say straightaways. Everything's sort of windy and bendy, but there are opportunity to pass it at the backside of this track. But there are some kind of tricky, hard hairpin turns, some little weaves as well. Some long winding turns as well that are almost 180 degrees. So, should be an exciting race. Alright, so we're finished the qualifying rounds. Anita, the host, is going to line everyone up appropriately. I will spectate, as I should. And we'll get this race going in just a second. So let me go ahead and turn off my qualifiers in progress, because we are racing. Got a little music to get everyone pumped.
Fire when I fight to the melody. Blood fire,
Let's take a look at the driver's setups here, the little suits. Big Vendetta is playing Halo. Oof, that is a loud racing suit. A little military, I dig it. GKev looking very comfortable. El Cold looking like a driving ninja. Normal looking. Looks more like a biker gang guy. Alright, so we should be getting started very shortly. Thank you for joining us. My name's O30C. I'll be hosting the races tonight. This is the Forza Summer Series Season 5, race number 5 here at the Over30clan.com. This is a weekly race that we host for our members. We do have 12 races a season. We do take the best 10 of those 12 races to dictate the overall season score for our drivers. This race today is on Sonoma Raceway. It's a pretty easy but windy track. I think you'll have some really good opportunity for a lot of fights for position, a lot of passing. So it should be an exciting race this evening. We are driving S-Class. I am spectating, that's why I'm currently driving a D-Class. That will not actually be racing tonight. I'll be just showing off the different drivers and what happens during the race, which is going to be pretty exciting. If you want to learn more about the Over30 Clan, you can go to Over30clan.com. We are an adult-oriented gaming community. We've been around for about 10 plus years, 1,500 registered members. We have multiple hundreds of members that play various games across all platforms, Discord, all that fun stuff as well. We also have a blog site. You can find that at blog.over30clan.com. It's just a gaming and hardware review blog that is contributors of that blog are Over30 Clan members. We also have a weekly podcast for which we talk about gaming news and upcoming releases and industry knowledge and all that fun stuff. We do that weekly, and you can find that on SoundCloud under Over30 Clan. We also have Twitter, Facebook, all those fun social media platforms as well. We're fairly organized, however, a very open community. So if you are over the age of 30 and are looking for an adult-oriented, easygoing gaming community with very little requirements in terms of ability to play at a certain time or place, feel free to check us out at over30clan.com. So we're just setting up the final setup for the race here, and then we'll get started. Hey Trey. So our on-site lawyer is asking me, is this the same Over30 Gamers group from Reddit? No, we are the Over30 Clan, a much more distinct, organized group. And resemble nothing of the Over30 Gamers group from Reddit. I'd say we're better looking, to be honest. As you can see by the subject in front of you. Yeah, we're the ones that get 4 million web hits a year, yeah. I think we're having a bit of an identity crisis. Let me just see what's going on here.
Right about the way it's always been. Okay.
Hey, we good guys, or what's up?
Yeah,
We're waiting on Fat.
we're waiting on Fat. He's
Fair
gonna
enough.
join.
Damn it, Fat!
And then we're
We
gonna
got-
have
it's always me. It's always
We got
me.
14,000 viewers waiting on you right now.
I know.
We'll also be
Oh,
doing,
well,
secondary,
that's cool.
like quit, start the race, quit out, and start the race again because of that
Yeah.
ghosting problem.
Yeah, that's
Just
fine. Yep,
You know,
we'll do a full
my
start. Got it.
80,000 viewers don't care about your 14,000. They're just watching me.
Mary,
Yeah,
please
fair enough.
go ahead
On
and
mute
do
now.
that while
Enough of that crap. Alright, so we're just waiting on Fat Attack, who is fashionably late. We will be doing a false start here, so don't get too excited. There is a bug with a ghosting problem, so the show must go on. Yeah, right? Alright, let's get started. We got 9 racers today, which is going to be pretty exciting. It's one of the larger races we've had in the past few weeks. So this is the false start, as you can see by everyone slamming into each other and doing all that fun stuff. Yeah, thanks Black, appreciate the clarification there. So false start again is due to a bug, just to make sure that everything goes smoothly. For all of you who are not familiar with Forza, there is plenty of bugs to go around. We've skillfully, over the past 5 seasons, figured out ways around most of them. Although random disconnects seem to plague us. There's Fat. He's running a McLaren F1, by the looks of it, if he doesn't change it. Alright, so looks like we're ready to get started. This should be the live race, since we already did the false start. Assuming that we don't need to do it again since Fat joined. We might. Does not look at him. We are off. Let's back it up a little bit. Centurio Butt's in the lead. Looks like Toucan Sam is... Everyone's pretty much bunched up right now. See if there's some early passing going on. Turn this off. So we got 2K and Sam here. Ontario but still in the lead. Let's back it up a little bit. Take a look at the rest of the pack. Let's take a look from GCav's point of view. Bendadu looks like he's going to make a move. And possibly pass a Lottie. Oh. Looks like GCav took that turn a little bit too quick. Spinning off the track. No damage done. I don't even think he lost position. Bendadu's still in 5th place. Back it up a little bit more to Fat Attack's currently in 8th place. It was late for the qualifiers, so he got stuck at the end. Out cold, and GCav seemed to be fighting for a little bit. So everyone's still pretty much bunched up right now in the early part of this race. Centurio Butts seems to be pulling ahead. He's one of the more skilled drivers in the Over 30 clan. Typically does fairly well. So just a reminder, we do have the first time ever, actually, we do have the line assist turned on to give some of the newer drivers and people who join the Over 30 clan and who haven't previously been participating in the past 5 seasons an opportunity to get into it quickly and have a bit of an assist. It doesn't really affect the topper drivers in the clan. They typically run their own line anyway, but having that assist on will help drivers know when to brake and things like that, help them get into it. So Centurio Butts definitely in a commanding lead at the beginning. Let's go ahead and back up to Bendadu here and just take a look at this pack as they fight for 4th, 5th, and 6th position. Belatti a couple car lengths ahead of GCav. Going into the hairpin turn, and then there's that kind of wavy straightaway on the back of this track. Oh, a little bit of paint rubbing. Nothing too serious as Bendadu takes position. So currently in 5th place. Let's back a little bit up to Anita here. She's driving the little nimble go-kart. I think she's betting on the nimbleness of her car and the ability to take turns a little bit faster. Might help her. Oh, slamming to the wall, losing a bit of little paint there on her left fender. Seems we have a bit of fighting here for 4th, 5th, and 6th still. Belatti, Bendadu. And GCav we were currently watching in the orange car with the Old Man Racing sticker. GCav able to pass. Possibly eyeing 4th place from Belatti as well. This track, although very simple, has some very difficult turns, and I think it's going to give drivers the ability to keep up with one another, and we might have a lot of this kind of give and take and passing throughout the race. Some courses are so technically difficult that the drivers end up splitting up and fanning out quite a bit, but this should be a lot more competitive. Let's go ahead and turn the car information back on. So GCav is running a 2012 Lotus. Eyeing 4th position here from Belatti as he drifts, showing off that drifting skill. Able to maintain control. Oh, Bendadu passing GCav. Currently dropping to 6th place. As Bendadu tears past him. We'll take a look at Bendadu's point of view here as he now looks to pressure Lottie for 4th position. Ontario Butt still way up in head in the 1st position. He's one of the stronger drivers. And Daxine in 2nd, to Cam Sam in 3rd. We'll be checking with them in just a second. Just want to make sure we see the fights as they happen. Keep the eyes on the interesting parts of the race. Let's turn this let's turn this dash off for now to give us a bit more view of the track here. Looks like Vindadu is going to make a move here on Alati. That winding straightaway on the backside of this track that gives the drivers the opportunity to pass. We'll check back with them in a second. Let's go take a look at our race leader here, Centurino Butts. So he's flying. This is 2003 Porsche Carrera GT. 10.6 top speed. I think it's one of the faster of the cars, actually. Seems to be doing very well on this track. It's very smooth as it takes that 180-degree turn there. Seems we have a fight for second and third positions. Let's go take a look at Toucan Sam's car here as he takes on Vindaxian for second place. We are currently on lap 5, so we're only about a quarter way through the race so far. Interior Butt still managing to keep that commanding lead, and has actually, I think, gained a few car lengths since we last checked in with him. Definitely seems to be a competitive fight over second place here. We'll check back in with Toucan Sam in a second. And we do have the typical pack here of Alati, GCAV, and Vindadu for 4th, 5th, and 6th position. Let's go ahead and take a look at Vindadu in the back here in 6th. As they're currently fighting, see if we can see a pass. Like GCAV is trying to be very aggressive there on the back of Alati. You see up ahead as he is just 2 inches off his bumper. It almost looks like Alati's just not letting him pass. Is that going to stop GCAV? He's driving very frustrated like. Let's go take a look at GCAV, see if we can switch to him without missing too much of the action. See, he is just millimeters off the back bumper of Alati. Now, is this going to be it? Is he going to be able to take the inside of this turn here? Doesn't seem like it's going to be quite enough. He is just inches from passing. Oh, squeals his tires a little bit, loses a bit of momentum. Alati is able to pull ahead. We'll definitely check back with these gentlemen in a second. Toucan Sam currently in third, Vindaxian in second. Still looks to be a competitive race for second place. As they finish up lap number 6, going into lap number 7. No, it looks like we did have a place change while I was looking away. So Alati currently in 4th, Vindadu in 5th, GCAV in 6th. Very competitive for 4th place here, as they are just 1 car length off each other's bumpers. Oh, Vindadu looking to make a move on Alati. He shut the door quite quick. A little bit of paint trading there. And Vindadu just couldn't seal the deal. Taking those turns a little bit too sharp, I think, and hitting the side. We will have a pass here where GCAV is able to make up a position on Vindadu and take 5th from him. Vindadu dropping down to 6th place. Alati still maintaining his lead somehow. Takes a turn a little bit wide, loses momentum, but doesn't seem to lose any distance. It's definitely going to be a competitive race. So let's go ahead and back up to Vindadu here in 6th place. Just take a look from his view. He kept looking to be very aggressive here. Oh, Vindadu taking GCav. GCav dropping to 6th place. Vindadu taking 5th. Excellent inside turn there. Is he going to be able to take a lot? He seems to have the momentum to do it, and he's able to just barely miss hitting him. Slows down for this turn. GCav gets right back in front. So GCav currently in 4th. Aladi not letting anyone down. This is one hell of a fight for 4th. As Aladi's looking to reclaim back that spot immediately after losing it. Taking the inside of the track, able to pass Vindadu, not quite able to... Oh, gets past GCav and reclaims his 4th position. Man, that's one hell of a fight between 4th, 5th, and 6th. Let's go ahead and drop back to 6th place again, just to make sure we can see all these drivers in action. Currently following GCav. His Old Man Racing sticker, sporting the Over30 clan's spirit. Lottie breaking a bit too hard. Vindadu looking to take the inside. A little bit of paint scraping, nothing too serious. Unable to do it. Lottie just closes that door. Oh, Vindadu hitting the dirt there a little bit. Doesn't seem to cause him too much trouble. Looks like Laddie's able to stretch out just a little bit, giving himself a tiny bit of breathing room. That's quite the battle. We'll have to come check back with these gentlemen in a second. They seem to have spread it a little bit. I don't expect anything major to happen, hopefully, in the next 35 seconds. Let's go take a look at some of our drivers we haven't checked in too much today. So we got Anita with the rocket-powered go-kart, just flying around the track. Very nimble. I don't know if she has the top speed to be able to be competitive in this race, unfortunately. There seems to be too much of a straightaway for this type of car, is the impression that I get. However, I'm just the announcer, not the driver. So, what the hell do I know? And Fat Attack running in currently in 8th place. Seems to have had some slight bumper damage. Nothing a little spit shine in the pits can't fix. We haven't checked out Out Cold yet. Take a look at Out Cold. Taking a little bit of an unforced error. Smashing into the wall a little bit. It seems our 4th, 5th, and 6th place has gotten competitive again. Aladi's still in 4th. Vindadu 5th. GCav looking to take Vindadu's position here on the inside. This is one hell of a battle. Let's go ahead and take the car info off so we can get a better view of the track. Seems we might have a little bit of a battle for 2nd place too. We'll have to check that out in just a second. I'll get ready to make a switch here. Toucan Sam and Vindaxian are fighting for 2nd and 3rd. So we do have, I think, GCav Vindadu dropping to 6th, GCav going in 5th. But Laddie still maintaining that 4th place position. This is one hell of a battle for 4th place. Let's check back in with these guys in just a second. So Tensura butts in 1st. With his lead is actually declining, so that's going to be an exciting finish. We are halfway through the race now on lap number 10. Let's go take a look at 3rd place and see what the battle's like for 2nd. Vindaxian just in front here in 2nd place, followed by Toucan Sam in 3rd. Only about 4 car lengths separate them. Still plenty of time. Are we going to have a pass here? Toucan Sam looking to take the inside, unable to keep that momentum. Had to throw on the brakes a bit hard there. So the reason why Centurio Butch just dropped down to third is because he's taken his elective pit stop halfway through the race. All the other drivers will also need to pit at some point. We see a second driver there pitting. That's why we have the temporary drop. So Vindaxian and Toucan Sam haven't done their pit stops yet, so the positions will change as we get down the road and everyone flushes out their pit stops. We are requiring every driver to do one pit stop throughout the race. It is a requirement for the race, so we will see as all the other drivers complete their pit stops, changes in the order as well. So Vindaxian and Toucan Sam seem to be driving very safe at the moment, kind of following each other's line, just maintaining their strong positions. Our battle continues. Third, fourth, and fifth. Centurino Butts just getting out of the pit, maintaining a third place position. Looks like Vindaxian and Toucan Sam are electing for their pit stops. So let's go ahead and take a look at GKev, and currently in fifth position. Can't really get a good view, so let's go ahead and back up to Toucan's Vindadu. Let's take a look at Centurio Butts in fifth. We should get a decent view of the other drivers. Vindadu looking to make a move up ahead. Centurino almost losing control on this uphill turn. We do have a pretty competitive clumping between first and fifth position. So it could be absolutely anyone's race right now. We have some of the drivers who elected to take their pit stop early in the race, about halfway through the race. That will affect, I think, the overall standings, but at least for now people are fairly clumped up. Daxian managing to make a move, passing Centurio Butts. I don't believe Vindaxian has done his pit stop quite yet. Take a peek at Vindadu here as he loses control in the grass a little bit and manages to maintain control, elects for his pit stop. Of course, the second I switch to him. Yeah, Vindaxian getting passed by Centurio Butts. Centurio Butts pulling up ahead, looking to reclaim back his first place position. Back it up to Toucan Sam, get a wider view of what's going on for the top, for second, third, and fourth position. Toucan Sam looking to make a move here on Vindaxian, it seems. All the drivers are driving pretty aggressive tonight, which is a lot of fun to watch, as we have seen a lot of fights for first, second, third, fourth, and fifth position. Now for a race, for this many drivers to be this close, we do have a lot of race left. We still have 7 laps to remain, so we might see a lot more passing. Let's bump it up again to Centurio Butts is he's looking to reclaim his first place position. He was one of the earlier cars to pit stop as they pass and need a break here. Centurio Butts is looking to take on GCAV for that number 1 spot. GCAV electing for his pit, so this will allow Centurio Butts to reclaim his first place position as he pitted much earlier in the race. Let's back it up to 4th place. Toucan Sam currently in 3rd. Eyeing up that 2nd place from Vindaxian, falling slightly behind. I'm not sure if Vindaxian has done his pit stop or not. Need a break being a bit of a roadblock here. Moving over for the drivers to pass her is a very courteous thing that she's doing for them. Seems to have a bit of a fight for 4th and 5th between Laddie just passing GCAV. We'll back up the GCAV here so we see the fight in action. GCAV, never happy with being passed, is definitely going to be pressuring Laddie some more. There's been a major fight between 4th, 5th, and 6th between these two guys. GCAV is running a much more aggressive line to Eladi, looking to take him on the inside of a turn. Able to make up a fair amount of distance there with that last turn. Looks like he will be able to pass Eladi if he's able to take this turn with decent momentum. Eladi electing for the outside of the track. I think technically it won't be enough. Looks like Eladi did drop down to 5th position. We'll for Eladi to have a better view of the fight. But typical Eladi fashion, he's never happy getting past, so he's going to be driving incredibly aggressive here to try to take on GCAV. Checking with these guys in a second. We seem to have a pretty good fight going on between 2nd and 3rd place right now, so let's take a look at what's going on here. As we have Toucan Sam looking to take on Vindaxian. He's closed that gap quite considerably. They're only about a car length apart from one another. We still have 5 laps to go, so plenty of time for these drivers to reclaim different positions. When you see Toucan Sam pass Vindaxian right now on the inside. Oh. Electing not to make that aggressive pass on that turn. Probably a smart one. So a lot of battles going on. We still have 4 laps remaining. We have a battle for 2nd and 3rd. We have a battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Although they seem to have spread out just a tad bit. Toucan Sam is looking to reclaim that 2nd place from Vindaxian. Only 2 car lengths separating them right now. My Toucan Sam is just biding his time, looking for that perfect moment to pass, although he is running out of time. We are in lap number 17 now. 3 laps remaining. I guess technically 4 laps. We are currently running the 17th lap. Well, it seems that Vendado and Alati are now battling for 5th and 6th. Let's go ahead and take a look at this race as well. Vendado claiming that 5th position from Alati. Alati not taking any of it, looking to make immediate moves. Unable to pass him on that turn. Let's back up to Alati here so we get a better, wider view of the race. Ooh. Smashing him, Vendado taking him off the track. I mean, if you can't pass him, smash him. Still unable to take the spot, though. They both seem to have lost the same amount of momentum from that collision, although Vendado did manage to make it off the track. Oh, Vendado hitting the brakes on the grass a little bit. And we have Alati, or GCAV, sorry, taking that 4th. Sorry. Vendado taking that. Vendado dropping the 6th, and GCAV. Who the hell am I watching? Alati. There we go. Alati in 5th place, Vendado in 6th. There we go. Turn that off. So it seems to have a battle for 2nd and 3rd still. Toucan Sam still on the heels of Mendaxian. But the out cold being a slight obstacle. Mendaxian's going to be very careful in passing the out cold here. This can be an opportunity for Toucan Sam. It's a very nice move from Toucan Sam to safely get around the out cold, putting pressure on Mendaxian for that 2nd place position. Currently on lap number 18, 3 laps to go. Centurio Butts in a very commanding lead going into this 2nd last lap, finishing up his lap number 18, going into lap number 19. We will be checking in on him for the last lap to watch his last lap around the track. Toucan Sam running out of time here. Only 2 laps to go. We will have to make a move soon if he's looking to make a move on Mendaxian and take 2nd place. Again, just keeping his pace, looking for that perfect opportunity. Is now the opportunity. Is he going to take the inside? And he does not. He does not have to take the inside. He's not driving very aggressive right now. And it might bite him in the ass later on. We are about a lap and a half away from the end of this race, so if anyone's going to make a move, they have to make it now. Toucan being very aggressive there, almost was able to build up enough momentum to pass Mendaxian. Unable to do so. So we are in our final laps. Let's go ahead and take a look at our race leader, Centurio Butts, as he puts on a clinic for Forza 7 racing with a commanding lead. We'll keep a close eye on the ticker up top and how second and third place is panning out. They are still battling for that position. Vendaxian still ahead of Toucan Sam by a very small margin. With only half a lap to go, it would need an act of God, I think, to knock Ontario Butts out of first position at this point. And Daxian still holding onto his second place position. Half a lap to go. And Toucan Sam hot on his heels. We will be switching to them very shortly. Cerebut's making his last turn here, going into the end of the race, claiming first place position. Looks like he's going to take that with a very easy commanding lead. We do have one turn to go. Is this enough time for Toucan Sam to pass Vendaxian? He will have to be very aggressive here if he wants to do it. I don't think he has the acceleration. Vendaxian appears to be taking second place. Toucan Sam in third. Let's go ahead and take a look at GKev as he finishes up, currently in fourth. Commanding lead over fifth position. They seem to have spread out quite considerably in the last few laps. It appears GKev will be taking fourth place as he goes around the last turn of his final lap. Yeah, just heard false start. Yeah. Restart. So GKev will take fourth position. Laddie looks like very comfortable fifth as he finishes up his final lap and does his victory smash into the side. Excellent sportsmanlike conduct right there. Gotta have a little bit of fun, right? Vendadu, very careful last turn here. Going to easily take sixth position. Out cold, about half a lap behind. In a comfortable seventh position. He approaches his final turn here. Less than a quarter lap behind Fat Attack, seems to be in 8th position, comfortable lead. Need a break in 9th. Fat Attack as he rounds his final turn here. And Anita break. Last but not least, with her nimble go-kart. Well, that was one hell of an exciting race. Let's go ahead and check in with the drivers.
I love the Porsche Carreras.
Hey, good job, guys.
I don't remember.
That's a lot of fun. I did, yeah. You guys had one hell of a whole bunch of battles. First, second, we had fourth, fifth, and sixth just fighting out, like swapping positions near like the middle of the race. Like lap 10, 11, you guys were just battling it out. Pretty much every turn, you're switching a couple positions. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then me and Mary were just hanging out in the back. We were really rocking it too.
You know, you guys were just biding your time. You know, looking for that perfect moment to strike.
Yeah, right.
That's all
It
good.
just didn't come, right?
This is
Yes,
a
that's
hard,
exactly what
hard
it
track
was.
to pass.
I think I would have been closer to cold if I hadn't like when everybody got near me. I was like, oh, just let them go, because that's cold was pretty close, and then I trashed it after that. I messed up too.
Yeah, I think I might have almost called you a
Same.
pylon at some point in the race. I'm like, be nice, O'Prey. Be nice in my head. And
It's cool. I was trying to
was
get
just
out of their
trying
way.
Not to murder people.
Hey,
That's all
whatever.
I'm saying. Look at my car. Somebody was screaming.
Me, Lad, and
Fun,
Ben were
guys.
so
I gotta
close.
take off.
Okay.
I'll see
Well,
you guys
thanks
later.
for racing. Yep.
All right,
Yep.
see ya. Yeah, good race.
Yeah, GCAP, when I saw y'all there, I was like, dang, y'all are close. That's why I was like, gonna go into the grass if I had to, just so y'all could keep the race going. Because I was like, nah, that's a good race. Y'all were all three, like, whoever passed me better was gonna be the winner. So I was like, see ya.
Yep. Lad was doing really good holding us off for a long time.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
held me off
seriously,
the whole race.
Lad's rocking it now. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Like,
Laddie
he
was
good
Laddie was
last
not
time.
letting
He was,
fourth
like,
place go.
Real
He was,
good.
every time
That's
someone tried to
turf right there.
every time someone tried to pass Ladd, he just immediately was aggressive on the very next turn and took that spot back. It was
he turned it on.
it's pretty fun to watch. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
trying to keep them back
finally
there.
got I finally got past you like lap 16. And then I was sweating.
You were gone though. I was fighting off Ben.
Yeah.
That's when I started running the 135s. Is once I passed you.
Although you messed up at some point, right, Kev? Because then I started seeing you again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I at the hairpin I grabbed the little tire wall there and it just grabbed my light bar. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know.
Reaper Vin, you actually like made it all the way through, right? Even though you messed up, I think.
I did, yeah.
But you made it all the way through.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, very good.
Alright.
Nice race, guys. Congratulations
Yes.
again, Centurio Butts.
Thank you.
And thank you, O'Prey, for hosting.
Yeah, thanks. Oprah.
Hey, my pleasure, guys. Yeah, it was a fun. This was actually, I think, the funnest race to watch this season.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pray,
everyone
you should
was
stick
pumped.
around.
Nice.
We're gonna do an off-road race. You might enjoy.
An
That was
off-road
the
race.
funnest race to race. Actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
we
turn
figured
off
out
the
how to-
track limits.
Oh, I'll be right back. I got piss.
and just
Alright.
turn on collision.
Okay.
And it takes away all the tire walls, and you put on friction assist, and then you just drive anywhere that's open.
Do VIR full track,
So
The
you
V-
could race like
Virginia.
12 wide if you wanted.
Yeah.
And VIR is probably the best track.
Yeah.
What
See,
cars
you
do we
get-
pick?
Pick like the pinhole or
Rent it.
Like what class or whatever is it that we're
no, it's
picking?
just stock.
Oh,
It's,
you just pick the
stock, just-
pinhole? Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
stock
just
pinhole.
rent it.
It's all the same car. Okay, I got it.
Oh,
I
we're
missed
doing
it.
pinhole instead of the.
Yeah, because the trucks we've got the trucks. I think we were putting a horsepower restriction on them.
Well, the restrictor plate.
Yeah.
So, is there a specific game type that I need to put it to?
That's what I'm looking.
Okay.
Let's see. Right.
I'm gonna sign off and get to some PUBG or something. But if
All right.
Dubs, if you want to fire it up,
Sure
feel
thing.
free.
Yeah. Okay. Give it a shot here. Thank you,
Thanks
O'Prey.
for hosting.
Yeah, no worries, guys. Good
Yeah,
race.
great.
All right, thanks everyone who checked this out. Again, this was race number 5, season 5 of the Summer Series Classic here at over30clan.com. If you want to learn more about Over30Clan, you can go to over30clan.com. You can also check us out on SoundCloud under Over30Clan. We do have a weekly podcast. We also have a blog site, over30clan.com. Facebook, Twitter, all that fun jazz as well. You can find us on pretty much every social site there is. And yeah, have a great one. So next Friday, again, 10:45 is when we do our qualifiers. 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we do our race. It'll be race number 6, track to be determined. And hopefully I'll see you guys then. So thank you very much for checking us out. Everyone who stayed to the end, have yourself a great night.